Ladies and gents, thanks for joining me another Ask Hogger, where you ask the questions and I answer the questions, much like one of those really cool floating oracles that you know has probably got plenty of money to back macaroni and cheese. And I like macaroni and cheese, so let's finish these questions because now I kind of want to eat some macaroni and cheese. Now, first question is from the YouTube comments, and it's from Tachi Plays, and they ask, what would you do if you ever met Dodger in real life? First off, are you spelling meat wrong? Because if you're not, I kind of think you're meaning, should I throw steaks at Dodger? Because I don't think I should throw raw meat. Not only is that a poor investment, but it's also not a good way to pick up chicks. And I like Dodger. So what I would do if I actually met her in real life was I would take her out to a very nice coffee shop. And we would share a nice beverage. And we would talk about video games. And then we would go down to the beach, and then we'd walk around in the sand between our toes, and then the cool breeze blowing on our backs, and then she would look into my eyes, and I'd be like, oh my God, this is like the greatest moment of my life. And then I would hump her leg, and boy, how would I give her leg a good humping. I'd like to thank you, Tachi, for getting me super excited this early on in this episode. Thanks. The next question is from the YouTube comments, and it comes from Zyback TV, who says, has anyone really been far even as decided to us even go want to look like? My apologies, Zyback. I am not fluent in gutter speak. So what I might have to do is I got my friend Morty. He's from the Undercity, and he's an undead. He's going to take it away, and he's going to translate it. So if you would, Morty, could you tell me what this means?
Yeah, it appears, there, Hogger, that he wants to know what your favorite kill streak reward is on the popular gaming franchise on Call of Duty. He said duty.
That's a great question there, Zyback, and thank you, Morty, for translating. Well, what I have to say is I definitely don't pick the dogs, because the dogs interfere with me and my baloney, because I take a pocket full of baloney when I go into war, because you never can tell when you got to drop down in the trenches and have a baloney sandwich. So you always got to steer clear of the dogs. But, that being said, I also like the care package, because when you're knee deep in the mud in the foxhole and you're like, I wish I could have some more bologna sandwiches, it's a good thing to be able to call in the chopper full of Cheez-Its and bologna sandwiches so you can get your munchies on when you're in the midst of warfare. So yeah, I believe I will pick the care package. So thank you there, Zyback, for that wonderful question, and I look forward to trying to learn your language in the future. The next question comes from Wolfbite89, who asks, Hogger, how many gnomes can you eat in one sitting? Well, Wolfbite, I can usually eat about 2 of the normal gnomes, but I never touch the leper gnomes because they're green and they glow and they really stink and they taste terrible and they'll give you the gas. So I will steer clear of them there, Wolfbite, so thank you for that awesome question. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of the Ask Hogger. I'm glad you had a good time, and I thank you for the questions. And if you'd like to ask some questions, hit me up on Twitter at Ask Hogger, or of course below in the comments. So thank you very much, and I'm gonna go get me some macaroni. Yow!